Ooh-wee. Canon, you about to do something, aren't you?
I'ma go beast mode, yeah, kick it both feet though, yeah, y'all got veto, yeah, blood like C4, yeah, good law, swing law, yeah, cape like hero, yeah, double M zeros, yeah, double M zeros, yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Neil here, and today I wanted to share something with you. There has been a leaked image of the screen on the R5 that we are expecting to be announced July 9th, which is just a few days away. And boy, it's making it really tough for me. Granted, via the last video, I said I'm getting a Panasonic S1. I'm still getting the camera because even though these new Canon cameras that are coming out are going to be super duper awesome, codecs, resolutions, RAW, there's no telling when they're actually be able to ship. There's no telling when it's going to be off of back order and how soon you can actually get your hands on one. You know, we all hope that we can get our hands on new cameras as quickly as possible, but sometimes that's not, realistic. So, talking about this leaked image today that I am sharing with you, and you may have seen it already, you may not have seen it, but man, granted, if this is real, which I think it is, even if it's a pre-production model, this would be pretty nice. But let me just preface this by saying that this probably is a pre-production model that we're seeing this screen video mode footage from, or image, better yet. So things may be subject to change with the final version and the ones that they do release. But let's get into it. So as we can see in the image here, it shows the R5 codec selection menu in 8K. Just like in 4K and 8K, it comes in two aspect ratios, the cinema aspect of 1:9:1 and 16:9 for TV. Cinema DCI 8K resolution is labeled 8K-D in the Canon menus, like 4K-D for DCI, which is Ultra HD, a little bit actually more than Ultra HD at 4096 by 2160. The 8KU option is for recording in 16:9 with the 8K resolution of 7680 by 4320. That is the 8K answer to Ultra HD 4K at 3840 2160, which also has the U tag in Canon's menus for 4K recording. Interestingly enough, we see that there's 25p in cinema 8K mode. Usually you only have 24p. The screenshot that you're looking at is from a camera in PAL mode. In NTSC, there will be 30p and 24p. So far, RAW has only been mentioned in Canon in relation to 8K recording, and it remains to be seen if it will be grayed out when you select 4K. I hope we can record 4K RAW as well. That would be pretty neat. But the thing I really like about looking at this image is that you see you have different options when it comes to 8K. You have RAW, you have All-I, and you have IPB. So you have those recording modes that you can use. Now it's saying time remaining around 21 minutes. I'm going to guess that's either a 20 to 25 minute record limit. And I think this guy, Canon, EOS HD, is putting in a 512 gigabyte card into that. That's cool. I mean, 8K is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice feature to have. It's going to allow you to future-proof for any type of recording, workflow, projects that you want in the future. I can honestly say if this camera is going to be fully functional and they do all the specs that they say they're going to do, I think it would only get better with time with firmware updates. And as well, you can always take an 8K image and downsample it to 6K, downsample it to 4K to get the cleanest image possible. So having the 8K option in the R5 is really a super stellar deal. Now, the 8K video mode that we're seeing here on the screen seems to work, in all those different formats, and it will be an H.265 codec option, likely 10-bit 422, as well as they said in 8K as well as 4K. So I mean, there you have it. Here's the real full, meaningful glimpse of 8K on a full frame mirrorless camera. So what are your thoughts on it? I know a lot of people have been waiting, but this is something that's really substantial now that we're actually getting to see an image of the video codec screen on the R5. So I think that's a pretty neat thing. And then a couple days a few days away, July 9th, that announcement. But again, I'm still wanting to see what the production models will actually be capable of. And it's all great and dandy to have that 8K, but again, just like in my other video, which I'll link in the cards here about the R5, you have to think about storage space. You have to think about whether your computer or laptop or whatever you're editing on can handle that codec. H.265 is not super duper easy to work with. So also be thinking about that with your purchase. And the reason why I say, like I said in the beginning of this video, I still want the S1. I know fully what the S1 is capable of. I know that I have full frame, no crop, even though the R5 is supposed to be the same way. I know I can shoot 6K with basically a motion JPEG variation and downsample it to 4, but also it has 4K, 422, 10-bit internal. I really like Panasonic's V-Log versus Canon's C-Log. I think Canon needs to work on his C-Log, and maybe they're doing that in the form of the new RAW video codec. Maybe that's going to be much better than the traditional C-Log that we're used to. And this is speaking solely off of working on the C-Log on the EOS R. I'm sure it's better on something like a C300 Mark III or C500. So that's just speaking based upon my experience. But with the S1, the thing for me is that it's a great camera. I already went through all the specifications and why I'm getting it in this video up here in the cards there if you want to check it out. But price, I can get it for 1,800 bucks. So I would rather spend the extra 1,800 to 2,000 because the R5 is supposed to be anywhere between $3,800 to $4,000. I would rather buy the S1, fully capable camera, great for what I need it for, and invest the rest in glass because I can buy two really nice pieces of glass, a 24-70 Sigma Art for L mount and a 35mm Sigma Art for L mount for the same price as I would be buying just an R5 body for. So other than that, let me know what you think. I'm still got my mind made up, but this is still exciting news for everyone that actually is looking forward to getting the R5, and then hopefully we'll see some stuff from the R6. Probably, maybe it'll be leaked tomorrow, who knows, but much credit to EOS HD for the leaked image, and also stay tuned for more Canon news as we approach July 9th. Obviously, they'll be having a live stream, so you can check that out then. But if I see or hear any other things about specification, video modes, photography, whatever the cameras may have coming to them, then I will definitely drop them on the channel. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. And until the next one, hasta luego.